So talk about choice. You've chosen SmartRecruiters, right? You obviously, did due diligence around that. What was that process? What did it look like, number one? And then from a, not just corporate, but also from a franchisee standpoint, how much did they get to weigh in? And then also, what's the penetration rate right now for usage? What's that look like?
So the selection process, it helps to understand where we came from.
Yeah.
We were on Connexa before, and we had a very...
I'm sorry. Connexa, BrassRing, 37 other names, yeah.
Yeah, it was like IBM Connexa, BrassRing on cloud, which, when we implemented it was, I wouldn't say it was a cutting edge system, but was, relatively modern compared to what else was in the space. The problem was we grew a lot of other technologies around it and integrated them. And so what we ended up with was a very unwieldy tech stack. And so you'd have your automation layer, you'd have your communication layer, you'd have your core ATS, you'd have the recruiter-facing, hired score-driven overlay to Connexa. And it all sort of worked, but it was very expensive. It was incredibly unwieldy to maintain. And so what we were looking for was, we're seeing a lot of movement in the ATS space into more integrated solutions where a texting engine, communications automation engine, CRM, these things are sort of baked into the offering. And so we found that in SmartRecruiters. We did a lengthy RFP process. You asked about franchise involvement in that process. When we source technologies like this, typically we'll have franchisee focus groups that will weigh in on behalf of the system.